and then she became a paramedic. In 1984, she became a secretary there, and she was encouraged to go back to school and become a fire inspector. And from that time on, she continued as a fire inspector until 2000, when somebody took a chance on her and brought her over to Collier County as a deputy fire code official. I had known Jackie for a long time up till that point. And then towards the, I think in 2012, I had the opportunity to actually work with her at the fire code office. These are all statistics. What you won't know from her resume is that Jackie is probably one of the most highly educated fire sprinkler plans reviewer and inspectors that I've ever seen. She's so humble about it. I think that she could probably put the expert of the day at FFSA running around in circles. She's a certified fire protection specialist and plans reviewer. She's nice at 2 certified, and she has an associate's degree. She's humble, she educates other people, she is always there to answer a question. You will see when you go into the office, she's not the kind of person that wastes time. She's very passionate and dedicated and disciplined about her career. But you'll see a multitude of people flock to her office because she is an informal leader. She is the person that everybody goes to for assistance and help. I admire her greatly. She has struggled through her career. You know, back in the 80s, being a woman in the fire service was not a cakewalk. And on days where it was tough for me, she led me through example. So,
I got my picture up here. Well, I want to thank everyone for this prestigious award, for this honor. You know, this is the 3rd award I've received in my life. Well, actually the 4th if you count perfect attendance in the 5th grade. The first was at my senior prom. They were going through the awards, you know, most popular, most athletic, Miss Congenial. No, wait a minute, that wasn't one of them. Well, it didn't matter because I didn't get any of them anyway. What I was supposed to get, though, was the award for most unforgettable. But you know what? They forgot. True story. True story. The second was in college. I received the Student of the Month award. The day before it was presented, the school contacted my boss to see if she wanted to be there to watch me receive this award. And after some hesitation, she told the school's director that I didn't work there anymore. True story. The day before I received the award, and just hours before that phone call, I was laid off. Now, I'm the recipient of this most outstanding award. Chief, is everything okay? The fact is that what has made this possible is that I have been privileged to work with the 2 departments that consider education to be important for every member of their department, not just firefighters and officers, but every member. At the Fire Code Office, my mentor, Ed Riley, pushed and prodded us to get as many certifications as we could. And he really didn't have to push or prod too much for most of the certifications, but I tell you what, when it came to that NICET, it took some prodding, because it's not an easy exam to pass. But nevertheless, 3 of us in our office were NICET certified. And when I started with North Collier Fire Rescue, just a little over 2.5 years ago, I quickly realized that education was also important to them. I was not even there a month, and I just happened to mention that a sprinkler conference was coming up in just a couple weeks. And without hesitation, Chief Eloy Ricardo told me, "You should go." Who does that? Not even a month into working there. Progressive departments train their people, allow their people to grow, and to be the best that they can be, not only for themselves, but for their department and also the community. I am thankful that I've had these opportunities. And classes by organizations such as the Florida Fire Sprinklers Association and the American Fire Sprinkler Association are valuable, because at these events you have the opportunity to talk to the people who write these codes, or are principals in making sure or they get in the code or don't get in the code. You can network with these people. And you know, you can't beat that education. On top of that, most of these classes from these organizations are free to AHJs. And unfortunately, not too many people take advantage of it. But you know what else? It also still takes a commitment from the officers in the department to allow their people to go to these things. There's still that commitment that needs to be done. And not just to recertify, get the hours that you need for recertification. Look at the changes in fire departments over the years. No longer are they fire departments, they are so much more. They've turned into fire rescue departments and include areas of different type of hazards, such as water rescue and hazmat and other responses that take specialized training. In fact, Chief James Cunningham wants our department to be known as an all-hazards response agency, shifting the emphasis from fire rescue or just fire rescue, or perhaps maybe even defining it better for our day and age. When it comes to customer service, people say that contractor is your customer, and I disagree. Not entirely. The contractor is my customer. But to me, my customer is the owner of that building, the people who are going to live in that building, the people who are going to be in that building, assemble in that building. Those are my customers. I thank those who've given me the opportunities that I have to allow me to receive this prestigious award. I didn't do it on my own. I had a lot of help and received and have cooperation from those who I've been privileged to work for. And I wouldn't want to go by without saying that I'd also like to recognize my first fire department boss, Public Safety Director Armin Summerall. He was the one who suggested that I take the courses for fire inspector, and he prodded me, he pushed me, and I finally decided to go. But I can distinctly remember the first time he brought it up about being a fire inspector. I says, I don't want to be a fire inspector, those people get yelled at. So it's come a long way since then. Lastly, I do not want to miss the opportunity to say how much of who I am is because of my parents, my family, who instilled good work habits, integrity, ethics, and so much more that is important for this job. And I want to thank them. My mother is here tonight. I lost my dad in June. So it's been a little rough year, but hopefully things are changing now. And I thank you very much. Thank you.
Jackie's been attending these conferences for a long time too, and congratulations, what a great